Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I felt compelled to share this with you guys. I don't even know when I wrote this sticky note here, but I wrote it some time ago. It says, if you don't know how to love, respect you, how do you expect someone else to know? How do you expect someone to uphold that standard if you don't? And then I have a quote by Miss Lauryn Hill. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? If you don't know how to love, respect you, how do you expect someone else to do it? There is a way that one should be treated, or one should desire to be treated. I imagine that everyone wants to be treated with love, respect, everyone wants to be valued, everyone wants to be heard, everyone wants to be seen. And my question is, how can you expect anyone to do that for you if you don't do that for yourself? If you have a lack of self-respect, if you don't value yourself, if you don't see yourself, if you don't hear yourself and place value on your own feelings and thoughts and things of that nature, how dare you even expect someone else to do it? You can't even do it for yourself. And this is an example that I can give you. Maybe you are asking your significant other, a partner, or even just a friend or a family member to remain consistent with you, and whatever that means. And how can you expect someone to remain consistent with you if you don't do that for yourself? Maybe you had a goal that you were going to go work out 3 times a week. Maybe you had a goal that you were going to do yoga or meditate 3 times a week, and you don't hold those standards to yourself. You're not consistent with yourself. And those little things that seem little, they matter, because you are making promises to yourself that you cannot keep. And that's why other people around you are not keeping their promises and things either, because you don't value yourself enough. Like, you just don't love yourself enough to be able to uphold these standards, these rules, these regulations. So going back to the love part, right? I think as humans, we just desire connection. We desire to be loved properly and truly and authentically. But again, like, if you are upset that a friend, that a partner, that a family member is not loving you the way you feel that you should be loved unconditionally and truly and wholeheartedly, with kindness and honesty, how is someone else going to know how to love you, to know how to love you in the way that you need to be loved, if you don't know how to do that for yourself? Maybe you have yet to really find yourself and understand and learn how to love on you. What does it mean to love on you? What things do you do on your own that cause you to feel love yourself? And do you do those things for yourself? And if you don't, how would someone else do those things for you if you don't even know? So, like, the basis of what I'm saying is everything starts internally. If you are looking for external things, as external love, external respect, a reciprocation of how you treat yourself or how you want to be treated, and you ain't right within, it doesn't make sense. There's no balance there. There's not a harmonious flow of energy within that space. You have to learn how to love on you. You have to learn how to really respect you. What does it mean to you to be respected? Respect and love looks different for each individual. What does it mean for you to feel loved? What does it mean for you to feel respected? Do you even know? What do you do for yourself that makes you feel respected or loved? Do you know those things? Have you even ever asked yourself those questions? And a lot of times I see that people fall victim to blaming others for them treating them poorly, for them not showing them the love that they know that they deserve. And if you know the love that you feel you deserve, you need to show that to yourself. And if you're not showing it to yourself, then that means you probably really don't even know. So let's figure it out. Because once you figure out how to love you, how to respect you, these standards that you uphold for yourself, certain people in your life, certain experiences aren't going to even have access to you, because you know that they're not reciprocating the energy that you give yourself, and it won't even be tolerated. because you don't tolerate a lack of love or a lack of respect from yourself. So you're not going to even tolerate it from anyone else moving forward. Okay, moving into the second part. How do you expect someone to hold that standard if you don't? But I guess I kind of said that, right? So underneath these words, the grounding, the real roots of it all is your self-worth. Self-worth is an interesting thing to me because, again, I guess that looks different for everybody. But your own self-worth is, in my own definition, how you truly feel about yourself. Your self-worth, how you operate throughout the world, what you are able to tolerate, what you say, no, that's not right for me because I know my self-worth. I know that I mean more than this low vibrational or this poorly executed experience or these actions that you're bringing to me. Self-worth, let's look it up. Shoot. Self-worth is the internal sense of being good enough and worthy of love and belonging from others. So, okay, like I said, self-worth has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself internally. And I want to share something with you because I want us all to have a different perspective on this topic, a different perspective on how we can start viewing ourselves. I want you to view yourself in a way of light, in a high vibrational way, in a way of you feel like, yeah, you are too good. You are too good for certain experiences or people or things to be in your life. You are, because you deserve better. And I want you to feel that way about yourself. So go back to your childhood, or if you work with kids, if you have kids around you, you know when kids come into this world, when children come into this world, they have a high sense of self-worth. Baby, children feel invincible. Children feel like they can do it all. Okay, children feel like if they say that they a princess, child, they really a princess and they gonna act like it. If they feel like they Spider-Man, baby, they believe that they can jump on walls and climb on walls, and they believe that in their head. Their self-worth is so high. They believe in themselves. They believe in the fact that they might really have powers. They believe in the fact that, yeah, I'm a princess and I'm really royal and this is how I need to be treated. And yes, I want to wear my princess outfit and crown every day to the store because that's what princesses do. That's who I am. Children come into this world believing in themselves, loving themselves, validating their thoughts, their ideas, their feelings. And I want you to be able to tap back into that nature because it's an authentic part of who you are. For children, it's then your environment, people around you that start to shift and alter your perspective, the way you perceive yourself, your ideas and things. But coming into this world, your self-esteem, your self-worth is so high. It's so high. That's something that comes natural to you. You come into this world naturally having a high sense of self-worth. And I want you to be able to tap back into that energy that is true, that is authentic, that is real, that is innate. That is an innate feeling for you to have high self-worth. And being able to connect back into that space might take some shadow work, okay? You might have to go back within your memories, within your childhood, and face a lot of maybe trauma or unhealed things for you to be able to connect to that true nature about you. And when I say shadow work, that honestly just means the things that you have put into the darkness, the things that you have maybe tried to hide from your mind or feel like it was too traumatic of an experience for you to even want to face or acknowledge, those things need light. Those things need your light and your love. And once you bring light to those spaces, the opportunities, the sort of healing and love is endless for you. It's just a matter of having the courage and the discipline and the patience and the grace on yourself to be able to shed light in those areas. But it's worth it. That innate feeling of high self-worth that you had as a kid, you can connect back to it. It's a very realistic thing for you to do. It takes practice. It takes practice and understanding and failing and being resilient getting back up and trying again, doing that process all over again, and showing yourself grace and love, you know, while you're on the journey. But it's possible and you can do it. And I want to encourage you all to connect back to that high self-worth sort of feeling. It's not really mandatory to do, it's not really necessarily needed to do, but if you wanted to really dive deeper on your journey, then yeah, doing some shadow work will definitely be necessary. So to talk a little bit about my journey, and baby, we've come a long way, we really have. But I began working on my self-worth, or even having the self-awareness to realize that, wow, I don't really feel good about myself. I'm not really happy with who I am. When I look in the mirror, I don't necessarily love who I see and what I see. I would say that that began for me in college, this transition into being like, you know, I want to feel differently about myself. I want to feel better. Okay, we're back. Okay, into thinking like I want to feel differently about myself. I want to feel better about who I am. How do I get there? Because I see the vision. So what are the steps that I need to take up until that point? And the journey began. Well, consciously, intentionally, the journey began, and I took the journey. And now I'm at a place to where I know my self-worth. It's not that I really question it sometimes. I think often I find myself having to be comfortable with being outside of my comfort zone in order to really stand on business and say, you know what? I'm too good for this. I am. I'm too good to be treated with that lack of respect. I'm too good to be talked to like that, to be treated in that manner. I really am. And I'm still, you know, getting comfortable with standing on that and really standing on who I know that I am and what I know I deserve. But it's necessary. It's necessary because now that inner child within me that I've connected to, that I have, you know, worked on healing and showing her love in every way, I know that every moment, every time to where I'm experiencing something other than what I believe I should be respected or shown love, that her small little short chocolate self is also staring at this experience or staring at this person, needing someone to stand up for her, needing someone to speak out for her, to hold her hand and to say, hey, whoa, this ain't it. Baby girl right here deserves love, respect. And you know who's gonna give it to her? Me. I am. Every time, because she deserves it. I deserve it. And that's what you have to do for yourself. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? How you gonna win when you ain't right within? How? You cannot. You can't. Get right within. So in conclusion, you mad at the world, you mad and angry and bitter about all these external things, when you need to do some internal work and love on you. Learn how to love on you. Learn how to respect you. Learn what that even means to love on you. What does it feel like for you to feel loved from you, for you to feel respected by you? You need to start that journey, honey. Sending you all the good vibes and strength and self-discipline and things that you need on that journey, because it's quite the journey. It ain't easy, but it's worth it. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. It is a little different from the other videos that I have posted here on my channel. This channel is really giving you guys the tools, the resources, and wisdom that you need in order to advance on your spiritual journey. I hope this video has found you well. Go ahead and like this video. Leave a comment if anything has resonated with you. Be sure to follow me on my social medias. There I post different tips. I share parts of my own personal journey for you guys to have some more insight and wisdom on, you know, how to move along your own journey. So be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts, and I will see you guys in my next video.